you to grow and scale your business, while at the same time pave the way for a robust and fast-growing tech and innovation ecosystem, able to lead the country into a more sustainable future, a future of economic growth, social prosperity, and international competitiveness, a future that we will all come together. Thank you all for making this initiative a reality, and I can assure you that the government will support you all the way. Thank you.
Now I would like to pass a word to our board member and member of the executive committee, Mr. Angelos Grigoriadis.
Thank you, Daniel. Definitely, it's a well-done job by Daniel. Thank you very much for all your efforts, as well as the chairman of the committee of the startups, supporting, as well as the supporters the promoters of this initiative, which is well to be commented. Let me say a few words. TechIsland was formed mainly to find out where the IT sector stands in Cyprus. An initiative, as Daniel said, we started in 2021. We are a non-profit organization. The aim was to collect all the data relating to IT companies that are established in Cyprus, and not only that, is to we have analyzed all companies, what operations they are carrying out, and we intend and we continue to act as a supporter to this sector in discussions we have with the government and as well with other stakeholders. Part, however, of our job is to create technical committees to support the ecosystem. One of these committees is the startup committee, but it's not the only one. A new committee will be formed soon about venture capital, whereby people can meet, and anyway, the reason of the committees is to create this, to facilitate the interaction of the people involved in this specialized sector, to connect, to share best practices, to solve problems that may have during their operations. But most importantly also is to support the founders of the IT companies that are in Cyprus, to enable them to connect with the startup ecosystem in order to create new ideas, new networkings, and so forth. So it's a welcome job, and I hope that more things will be coming out soon from initiatives such as this. Thank you.
Let me pass a word to Mr. Marios Dimitriadis, the Managing Director and Mindset Capital and our Chair of the Startup Working Group.
Thank you very much. I will be very brief. I would like to thank everybody for this initiative. I would especially special thanks, of course, to TechIsland that basically is helping Cyprus go forward regarding not only the technology sector but also the innovation and startup ecosystem. As part of my, let's say, job, I have looked at many platforms that provide access to ecosystems to private investors. I think the work that has been done with this platform is particularly good, so I would like to thank Tanya because she put a lot of effort in this initiative. We hope as a committee to take more initiatives to help the innovative ecosystem, because this is the future of our country. This is a sector we really want to develop and help. And I would like, of course, to thank Aspis, of course, for hosting us here in this wonderful building, and all the co-initiators, which apart from Aspis, is also TechIsland and Incubators, and also the other supporters, ATEC. Thank you very much for all your support. And of course, I would like also to thank the government, because following the creation of the Deputy Ministry and Mr. Panis, they have been very supportive in the development of the technology innovation ecosystem in Cyprus.
Thank you. Now we will give a word to our co-initiators and partners of the platform. Mr. Sergei Kostovich, who is hosting us today at ASBIS, founder and CEO of ASBIS.
Well, you support the project. Okay. Look, first of all, we see need of it. need for our company and need for many other companies who we started to work together recently under the umbrella of TechIsland. And you know what, sometimes we found that we reside next to each other, but we know nothing about each other. And from, if I look from various perspectives, Cyprus economy need this growth and development, and this tech map, it is really a great online meeting point for startups, for mature businesses, for financial world, as well as service providers. And there are great companies and great businesses here. But together, we can do a lot, my guys.
United we are stronger, yes. It's our motto. Thank you for reminding. Mr. Andreas Noukleos, also our board member and the CEO of CETA and co-initiator of the platform. The word to you.
Thank you very much. Today is another day where I am very proud for TechIsland and my personal involvement, but also CETA's involvement in TechIsland. It's a good day for the technology ecosystem of Cyprus. We have managed to launch something that is a success in other countries. We know that it's working very well, and when we saw the first drafts, we thought this is amazing to have also in Cyprus. The ability to see real-time data is something that we are not used to. The power of data and the power of accurate real-time data can actually unlock a lot of opportunities that are not visible usually. So we hope that this tool is going to be a significant step in improving also the awareness of technology companies, but also the awareness of the rest of the economy about the technology companies, and open up a lot of new opportunities. CETA is always keen on investing and supporting initiatives that help the digital direction that the country is taking. We hope that this will continue along those lines. We have done a lot so far as a company to do this. I just want to say that very recently we have just been awarded again as the fastest network in Europe, the fastest mobile network in Europe for the second year running. So this is something that is truly, it shows truly our capabilities as a country to lead the whole of Europe. So, and I hope that the Cyprus Tech Ecosystem Map is going to be another big success story. Thank you to everyone who has worked, especially thank you to Tanya, which I think you couldn't have done this project without me.
Now the board members of TechIsland, and we have Yuri Romanyuha, the CEO of iClub.
Thank you so much. It's a very big moment, like you know, and of course it's a historical moment. That's from today, literally from now, we have our personal ecosystem tech map, and that's definitely put Cyprus on the radar, not just in the region but globally, because of course, like the numbers already that have been shared today is already sophisticated. For example, 155 investors that previously, like you know, living in Cyprus and investing in tech companies. Imagine, and in iClub we have also our members that also investing in Cyprus and of course investing in the startups, and that's definitely something that we also need to consider. But today it's not about iClub. Today not about the area of interest. There is something very important. Today we have historical moment. Cyprus Tech Ecosystem Map launched. So congratulate everyone. Thank you.
Alexander Vaseykin, the CEO of EdTech Holding, member of TechIsland and the supporter of this launch event today.
Thank you. A little bit words about Tech Holding. As Tanya mentioned, we are a new member of TechIsland, and we totally support all activities of the company. So Tech specializes on develop software and technology for market and tech industries. Here in Limassol, our HQ office, and we have more than 100 professionals here, and the number is growing. From my personal experience, I have been living in Cyprus for 5 years and see how significant and important changes is going right now. A lot of companies came to Cyprus, a lot of talents came here, a lot of managers, and they build excellent, amazing startups, excellent projects. So I'm talking from the client of Cyprus Ecosystem Map, and what I can say, it's very important product because I totally agree with Tanya. Sometimes we have zero understanding who is on the market, but sometimes we can understand who is in the same business center where we are located. So it's very important to match all together, match professional, match company. It can help to open doors for external investment, external companies. So and I believe that this initiative, this project, will help us to find new clients, new partners, new investors for project and for startups. And I strongly believe that each new companies, each holding must support personally for such activities, develop environment and community for talents, for investors, for and of course for our living. So and after that we'll see amazing increase of IT industry here in Cyprus. Thank you.
Basically, we are done with our, let's say, introduction speeches and the supporting speeches of the Cyprus Ecosystem Map. If there are any questions, we can start this part.
Hi, Panis, startup journalist representing Cyprus Mail. I want to, how this platform, how a startup or investor can use this platform in practice. I don't know if you have shown this or we'll see it later.
We will later today.
And also, second question, just to finish, how do you plan to maintain this whole database? Because the most important thing is maintenance after launching this.
It's true. Thank you for the question. First of all, I would like to say that the most important part for each company, startup founder or investor, let's say, is to register on the platform. It's totally free, but it needs the registration. So basically, once the startup is registered, and if it has already the profile in our platform, and let's say we found and we mapped the startup company, then the founder or the team member relevant claims the profile, can modify it, can add additional information, and let's say can start to play with the tools which and features which platform has. Basically, startups, what they get, what benefits they get. They can gain additional visibility, they can discover new potential investors, they can discover new leads, and of course, they will have the job postings there. And the platform has very sophisticated backend, let's say. So any job seeker can find jobs with more deep filters. For example, find backend development jobs in VC-based startup biotech, right? Maybe we will have the Envio Diagnostics or any other company. By the way, ask this yes investor the Envio Diagnostics. So basically, the platform has sophisticated filters which both companies, job seekers, investors can use. And it is important for investors when they want to find, let's say, growing startup. Deal Room has a specific signal and a specific tool which is showing the most promising startups. And also we, as TechIsland, we are taking the role of maintenance and facilitators of this initiative. As I mentioned, we are launching today And once we launched, just from tomorrow, all our members will start receiving, let's say, reminders to claim the profile. Each new member we will be welcoming, we will be inviting to the platform. Let's say, we will be promoting it heavily. So basically, investors can source the deals, startups can find investors, governments and policymakers can showcase the strengths of the industry, and we as TechIsland will, let's say, see these real-time metrics on the number of employees, on the number of sectors which are growing. Journalists and researchers basically can assess combined valuation of the specific industry, and Panis already tried even before launch for the fintech. And for example, accelerators can track the growth of their startup alumni over the time. University can showcase the spin-out. So let's say it's for each ecosystem player. They are all within the platform and they can all benefit from the platform use.
One more? Yeah, hello. Sergey from Physical Board. This is a TechIsland member also, and thank you first of all for this initiative. And my question is pretty simple. What should be the size of the companies to be in the map?
Any size.
Any size. Okay.
Even one person.
One person.
Yes.
Yes, but they should be a company.
It should be a company.
Because a lot of spin-outs of universities.
Basically, it should has the website. You should be a company to be a member of TechIsland, but to be on the platform, you just need to have a website. So let's say, if you are MVP startup, pre-seed startup, you already can use the tool for your pre-seed fundraising.
Hi, my name is Zilta Grasso. I'm from the University of Vienna. Two quick questions. How do you see further development of the Cyprus ecosystem through this platform? And also, are there any similar initiatives like this?
In fact, TechIsland has been faster than the government, as always. It was in my plans to launch such a platform within 2023, but now I can spare the effort and the money. And we will use this and we will support this platform. With our permission, we will use it for promoting, and will be almost a condition for every funded startup by the government to be registered on the platform. So this, I believe, collaboration is key, and fragmentation is very dangerous. So if this platform is the platform to be, let it be, and we will support it all the way. Our ecosystem is growing very fast, and we need to brand it properly. We need to make the information available to all interested parties. And in fact, the platform is just a platform. What is important is how you use the platform to brand your country, your company, your TechIsland members, etc. So our effort is to align the interests of the country, of the government, of TechIsland, and the members of TechIsland, of course, and those that are hosted on the platform. And if we align the interests of all, then sky is the limit for moving forward in a very fast way.
It's a similar question, Mr. Kokinas. How do you see the value and impact of the existence of such a platform from a governmental perspective?
Probably in an indirect manner, I already answered this. I don't want to say that this will be the official government platform, but it will be the platform that we will use for branding and promoting Cyprus ecosystem, and with the collaboration of CETA, this key technology partner of us, and our association with TechIsland, with whom we partnered from the very first day. I believe that this platform has a lot to offer to the Cyprus society, and especially to the ecosystem of the tech ecosystem of Cyprus. One of the questions I have, actually, because I didn't see a platform yet, I read a lot about it, is if and how we make this platform interlinked with other similar platforms in other geographies, so that it becomes part of a network of platforms, like the Israeli platform. My role model was the Israeli platform, actually, and this is what I was trying to bring over to Cyprus for this year that I mentioned before. But probably if we have our own native platform, let's use that one and then get interlinked with the Israeli platform and any other platform.
I think we have time for one last question.
If there is anybody else. Okay, my question is simple. The platform is free. Someone can go in. You need to pay at one point some features. Because when I register, it has a premium trial, and I wanted to ask. Maybe I will do it later, this question.
Okay. I think that we should move on to the platform, to the next part, so that we see